Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of the series that I can't believe I forgot this fucking title. God damn it. Ah yes, when supernatural battles become commonplace. Episode 7, I believe. Okay, hands fucking down, best episode in the series so far. Like, I'm not kidding. I fucking loved this episode. Okay, like, for the most part in the series, I felt the dramas worked really well, but here it was so good. And I think this might be the first episode where it actually had a really cool, like, kind of premise that's carrying over to the next episode. Okay, hopefully. It doesn't seem like the type of series that will just, like, forget about that, you know. And I really hope it doesn't, because this episode was really good. And it mainly dealt with Hatoko as the main female here. I mean, there was a little bit with Tomoyo, I believe her name is, where in the beginning of the episode, Sayumi was having like a light novel story contest, and Tomoyo didn't write anything, even though she wants to be a light novel author because she's embarrassed and whatnot, and blah blah blah. But the main premise is Hatoko. Okay, first off, we do learn a bit more of her past with Ando. Apparently, she was the first of these girls to ever really know Ando. Okay, they met each other when they were very young, and because he always stood up for her and protected her, she always felt like attached to him, and it's even hinted that she probably has romantic feelings for him. However, it's revealed though that she never really understood anything that he says she doesn't know what a chuuni is, and she doesn't really understand anything that he's into, and he laments in this episode that he always wanted to share his interests with her, but he learns in this episode she may have never been interested to begin with and never understood it at all. And she snaps at him in this episode. So far, I mean, up until that point in the episode, to me it seemed like a pretty okay episode with some comedy in it, but that moment when she fucking snapped, oh god, that was like a turning point for the series, I think. Because we've had drama before, but never quite that intense. Okay. And damn. Man. That was good. Not because I don't like Ando, but because it really helped to solidify what this drama is going to be about, okay? Really. And I love drama if it's done right. And I think this was done very well. Okay, so she runs off, and then Ando ends up chasing after her. Ando ends up meeting up with this douchebag of a classmate of his, I guess, who says that, who claims that she's always been pushing herself and stressed out because she always wanted to stay with him. And luckily, later on in the episode, Tomoyo does this, decide to try to snap him out of it, saying, she's not the type of person who would be stressed out because she's trying to be with him. She probably really did want to stay with him. Now, she obviously, even she's saying that she never understood any of it. That's the reason why she snapped at Ando. So obviously that's the truth. But she's kind of regretting snapping at him like that. And I don't think it's because she didn't like him. Obviously she's in love with him. What exactly is attracting her to him, I think it's still kind of a mystery. I mean, it was hinted at because he's always stood up for her and whatnot, so that might be the case. But, either way, it was really actually Tomoyo's older brother who makes an appearance again in this episode, who's kind of attempts to be the voice of reason for her, while it's a Sayumi and Tomoyo who tries to be the voice of reason for Ando. And the end of the episode leaves off on a pretty douchey cliffhanger where we basically have Tomoyo's older brother using some sort of blue eyes, I'm guessing that's his ability, to knock Hatoko out, and then these other teammate or partners of his ends up showing up right there. And it's like, that's kind of a douchey cliffhanger. Not nearly the worst I've seen in this anime season so far, but still. But, overall, I thought this was a fantastic episode of the series. I really did, okay? it really made me feel sorry for both Hatoko and Ando. A lot. And it really makes me interested to see exactly how they're going to resolve this, okay? So if you've yet to see this week's episode of When Supernatural Battles Become Commonplace, then I definitely recommend that you do. I cannot wait for next week's episode. This episode was so good. Like, a lot of people criticize the drama in the series, and I can understand why. It's not for everyone, but I love it. And this episode I honestly thought was the best so far. Seriously. I cannot recommend this enough, and I cannot wait for week's episode to air because I really want to see how this is going to end. Because you can really feel for both of those two characters. And maybe this, okay, I'm going to say this right now. Maybe this hit me a bit harder than it would most people because I've actually experienced that before. Okay, where I have this girl that I like, and she wants to be with me, but she was pretending all the time to like the same things I liked. And maybe that's the reason why, and I learned that of course a lot later, and it really struck me up by surprise. So maybe that's the reason why this stuck with me more than it might other people. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Did this episode stick with you as much as it did with me? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask here, okay? So anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you after, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.